Namaste, I am Kamala Bharadwaj, Head of Yoga and Operations at Kshemavana. Yoga and exercise, though stems from the same tree, is clearly different. Why? Because when you look at yoga, it is all comprehensive in terms of its physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. Whereas an exercise is mostly fitness oriented to a certain part of the body, and thereby it's physical mostly and not necessarily mental, emotional or spiritual. A physical exercise is confined to keeping your body only as a target, but yoga per se is more holistic, whereby yoga focuses broadly on asana, which is a part of your physical exercise, but more than that, they also focus on pranayama, bandha, mudra, kriya, meditation, kriyas, detoxing not just the physical, mental, but emotional body too. Pranayama, as the name suggests, refers to prana and ayama, which is extension of your life breath. Most of the issues we have today is because we are unable to breathe well. Like for example, when a person is in anxiety, sleeplessness, or in some form of tension, it reflects directly in your breathing pattern. At Kshemavana, we ensure your breathing in alignment with how you need to be if your body and mind has to be in an equilibrium state. At Kshemavana, what do we do is to ensure the person is relaxed through various therapies, through sleep meditation and cyclic breathing. And when this happens, your body and your breath work is in alignment. Pranayama has various forms, which is cooling, heating, tranquilizing, as various forms of pranayama. So, if a person is unable to sleep, for example, Ujjayi is suggested. If in your body there is a lot of pitta, cooling pranayamas are suggested. Cooling pranayamas are also suggested seasonally. Like in the recent past in Bangalore, the heat wave was high. So, practicing cooling pranayama like Sadanta, Shitali, Chandrabeda to a great extent helps your body to cool and thereby your mind. Likewise, to improve the body's metabolism, pranayamas like Kapalabhati, Bhastrika, Nadi Shodhana are suggested. Mudras refers to junction points within the body. For very simple understanding, what I can tell you is, if you switch the light on in a different place, you see the light coming on in a different place. Mudra works precisely like this. So, these are like switches to the body, because here is where you have the nerve endings. When the switch is on, you see the light being turned on in a different place, which is in your nervous system. Because the nerve endings is in your palm and in the feet, practicing mudras to a great extent help you in channelizing your energy. How is mudra and energy related is, mudra focuses on your chakras, which are 7 junction points in the spinal column. Chakras correspond to the organs in that particular part of your spine. Now, if there is a disturbance in the organ, it can be rectified with the chakra by practicing the according mudra. Likewise, mudra also helps the body, if it is disturbed, to come back to stability. Like I explained to you on various forms of Vayu mudras. This is Prana mudra, Apana mudra, Vyana mudra. Likewise, we have Udana and Samana. Vayu by itself has 5 different ways in which it moves within the body: upward, downward, sideways. Practicing mudras help in channelizing your body and your mind. Why and how is because the nerve endings in the system is in your palm. For example, practicing chin mudra helps in activating the pituitary and the pineal nerves, and thereby these are considered as master glands in the body. If the pituitary and pineal glands are set right within the system, which means if the master gland is set right, it has an impact on all other glands of your body. So, mudra is also suitable for anybody and everybody because there is no active physical activity that you do while you are practicing a mudra. Even a person who is bedridden can also practice mudra. Some of the less known benefits of yoga is so not what you know. So, how do I say this? The more you know, how less you know. So, yoga helps each one understand that the more you know that this is just for a physical exercise, then it hits you and says, no, it's not just that. I'd like to conclude with a small story. There was this very curious boy who wanted to define what is God, just like how you want to now know the lesser known benefits of yoga. He asks his father, so the father says, why don't you go ahead and meditate? While he sits to meditate, the first thing that calls him is his hunger. So, to attend to his hunger, he understands probably this is God. Yeah, this is how Annamaya Kosha comes up, which means this boy thinks this is of ultimate importance to me. When he comes back and tells his father, is this God? Food is God. The father says, yes, you are right, not only, but also. Now the son further meditates to understand what is God. And to his surprise, he realizes, yes, I can be without food for a day, but not without breath. So he defines breath to be God. Comes back to the father from the hill and says, this is God, is it? The father says, yes, not only, but also. Now he meditates even more and he realizes, if I am breathing and I think this is God, my mind is still traveling. So I think mind is one step higher than prana, and he thinks that is God. Again the father says, not only, but also. Now he understands Vijnana, the sense of intellect, which is able to discriminate between good, bad, right, wrong in your mind, is a step higher than your mind, which is your intellect. When he comes back to his father and says, is this God? Now the father says, yes again, but not only, but also. The son meditates for so long and never comes back, and the father wants to know, where is the son? Now here the father goes to the son. This time the answer is so beautiful because the son says, for all these while I was in confusion and I needed a sense of acknowledgement from my father to know if it is or not. This time I am very sure that this is God, so I didn't come to you for clarification. So the father asks, so what is it that you discovered? Now son says, Ananda is the ultimate of all. We think God, or we find God in so many forms, but what does yoga ultimately tell you is Ananda is of utmost importance. Irrespective of what you do in life, if you're not happy, content, satisfied, however you want to define Ananda as, then there is still some sense of emptiness. This is how in yoga we have the 5 koshas, which is the 5 sheaths around the body. Anandamaya kosha is the ultimate, starts with your body. So this is how yoga can transcend beyond physicality, and if anybody were to think and define yoga, that yoga means for physical fitness, it is so not. It's just the first path towards moksha.